Hi everyone, in this video we are going to create this beautiful websites, and this is just a template, not fully functionality added here. So here you can see this is the beautiful form. Here you can see select the mean price and the max price we are going to implement, and this is using Shadcn UI library. So also we learn how to use Shadcn UI, and here you can see this is the overlap image, so it look nice. And here we can see beautiful card effects and with the hover, and so we are going to implement this ones. And here is the some photos you can add the many, like you have contacts, links, address, email, you can add anything whatever you like. And it is also responsive, so let's check it out. And you can see this is lovely. So let's start, and I am going to use NextJs for this project, and you can use React.js if you want to. Just let's create project first. So let's open terminal, and here is my terminals. And let's create NextJs project. npx create next add the letters, and let's hit it, and just give the project name state, and yes, Tailwind, yes, everything. I'm going to default setup, yes, and would you like to, and now it's creating. Let's wait for a minute. So our project is created. Let's go to inside of project state, and let's open in the state. Let me cut out this one. And here you can see our is project, and here is the style. Let's remove this all this stuff we don't need. And here is the, I'm going to remove all this structure templates and remove these images. And here is the style that is using inter font, and we also need a font, so let's leave it for now. And let's open the terminal. So I'm going to open terminal. Here I'm going to run npm run there, and let's open our browser, and let's open here localhost 3000, and here we can see our hardware working on it. So, and this is our runnings. It's take a little bit time in my pieces. So now here we can see hello. So before that, let's install Shadcn UI. So here you can see this is the form, and this is also our author in Shadcn UI, so we can use directly for that. So let's go to Shadcn this website Shadcn, and here we are going to inside of doc, and we can see the installation instructions, and we go to next.js, and here how can we use the npx Shadcn. In it we have to this one, so we are using npm, so just copy for that, and let's create new terminals, and here we need to run yes y, and just say yes. And also is asking the style schema, and there is some like slate gray, and I am going to default slate, and yes variable we need to use yes, and it's writing some configurations file. Here we can see the component.json. here is some schema, style, React server component root, tsx file root, and some Tailwind configurations. Also here is importing. This is the very useful import. There is some library. This is using CLX and Tailwind, so we can write the efficient class name, and we maybe remove the configs of the classes. So here is the, and just we are going to install, and here we can try out anything. So here we can author. So let's get styling first. Let's first create these navigations. Okay, so let's go here. So whatever we installed, Shadcn created will create one folder, that is UI and everything inside that UI. So I am going to create one navigation. So I will just here and like navigation dot tsx, and here let's export functions navigation and return just nav, and we can give nav, and let's use in layout dot tsx. So just go here and navigation. So here you can see this is the navigation, and here we can see our nav. So here we can go and let's style it. So just we need one div, and here is the some text for logos, and here is the navigations, so links item, here is the avatar. So three sections we need inside of one navigation. So this is first. Here we can just give the state, and just we can use paragraph for that, and we can use div, doesn't matter for, and div, and here with the our navigation links. So let's create one array of object and const and nav menu, and sorry, let's take nav list, and this array of one title. So first is pricing, href, ref should be pricing, and nice, and exactly same for this one, and here you can see contact. So contact, nice, great, and let's render here. So nav list map nav, and just here we should return one link, here and link, and here we can write nav dot title, and here we can key nav dot title, and also we can use href nav dot href, and now we can see here the pricing and contact. So this is our navigation links, and we can make it UL, and this is using semantic, and here is our link, and we can give inside of li, and this keys now go up. So now it's great, and another div for avatar. So here we are going to use avatar. So let's install. So here is the avatar, and we can see here the install instructions, and go copy npm, and here just paste, and it's installing. And here you can see the now we have a UI folder, and here is the avatar, and this is using Redis UI internally, and you can read all this. This is the easiest things ever. So nice, and we can just use here avatar, not from Redis UI, we need to UI folder. So here, and here you can see how to use. So manual we can install, also we can install manually, and here is the use case, just copy, and here we can paste. So this is also we need to import, and as well here, and we can give the view, and here is the Shadcn png, and now we can see here is the image. So suppose that time I don't have an image, so this work as a fallback, this will show inside of you. Now that's working, and let's just give the style. So this is the fix. So whenever we scroll the page, yes, still stay in the top. And now we are going to create text fixed fixed screens and pics for top 2 and G5, and I am going to take this one inside of another day. I will explain why it should need, and here we can give UI3, and we can use the container of the Tailwind and flex item center, justify between, and bg background. So whenever we install the Shadcn UI, we can see inside of class there is bunch of variable using this for dark mode and white mode. You can remove this dark mode if you don't want, and here is the white mode. Here is the background color, foreground color. You can also see the configurations of Tailwinds. Here you can see how they are using the variables. So let's cut that, and here we can use, and this is the applying background color, and now here we can see, and now here we go, and we just need some rounded empty, and we can also index will be it always show on the top, and here we can give the class name, so flex item center, and gap we will need 4. Nice, and here we can keep the style of the link. So text muted foreground by default I want, and when hover, so text hover text primary, and now we can hover and primary, and also on hover it should be underline, so it look like, yes, nice, it's working fine. And now time to create this hero sections. I'm going to create another component here called hero.tsx, and export functions hero, and here we can just return hero, and you can use this one inside of base. So here base need to use hero component hero, and nice, and let's go here. We can see here is the hero, and so first we need to one image. So let's give a style, so class mean height screen, and just use the red so we can see, yeah, this is the our horror screen, and we should add image. Now we need to add the image. So I have one image, let me copy all the image whatever we are going to use. So just I am going to paste inside of public. So here is the image for home, and we can use here Tailwind class name, and we can use directly inside of styles, and here you can also write here. So I'm going to just writing here one class that is called hero, and you can give the background image, and here I am going to keep one linear gradient as well, and why I would use, let's remove for now and see why it need. So here I'm going to give just path name. Here I'm going to set a public folder and this one, and let's go and see what will happen. Nothing. Why? Because we need to remove the this color. Now it should be effect on the screen. It's still not working. Why? Let's because we haven't apply here our class name. We need to hero. And now if you can see, first thing we have don't need to repeat the image. So let's I'm going to here and let's cut out this and this, and here I'm just here we can give also background size cover, and now it's cover, and you can use the background positions for shifting. So like background positions and 30%, and now it's looking great. And here you can see this is the little bit dark, and here you can see this is the very light. Here I am using some overlay, and we can do take one deep topography, and we can give some alpha color of the like black, but we can also use gradient. So let's how to use, and here just we can like linear gradients, and here comma, and from to top, and here we can give RGB A and 0 0 0 for now, and 1, and let's see. I want to copy this color, comma, and same, and now we can see here is the black. So let's we can use some shade of alpha, and so I'm going to use here 0.7, and I think 0.7. Now you can see, and you can adjust something like 5 or 4. So now we can see here is the light, and in the above is dark. So let's little bit, so 5 maybe is much better. So whatever, so this we have to remove this. Now it's looking great. Okay, and let's go here, and so now we have to create this one. So I'm going to set hero, and here I am going to write class flex, and exactly justify and justify center item center, and this div I'm going to contain everything. So this div class name, container, and also we don't need this one, and yes we can use max width for excels, and flex call, and cap 6 item center, and pv10, and this image take this div, and one here I below our home, our search form here. So here I'm going to write first h1, and let's take this text, copy and paste, and one paragraph, and let's copy this one and paste here, and now we can see, and let's give some class name, so looks like same. So here I'm going to class name text 3xl, and in the larger screen text for Excel, and this is and text 6 Excel, and font bold, text center, and we can use text white, and here we can also give this one. So text salad 300 and text center, and let's, here you can see this is our text, and let's give some space, so we can use a space 4, and now this look great. And let's create our search form. So also we can create one here, search form.tsx, and export function source form, and return left and right search, and here we need to import. So search form, and now here we can see search, and now let's install the form. So Shadcn UI using React hook form internally, and here is the building our form and some example we can see. Here is the demo, and so we can just go here and just copy exactly same we have already done before, and just paste here. This is installing, and now we can see here is the form, and here you can see bunch of components. So we are going to just use inside of search for to cut this one, and it's taking time. We can write before what's. So you can learn here how to use. So I know how to use, though just I am going to writing here. We can use here form component, and this should be our UI, and this is using React hook form. So just we have to create one form and use form from React hook form, and we can spread out all the form props. So, and here should be our children. So React so Shadcn UI provide one form field, and form field has first name. So name we can give the username. Sorry, let's see address and category. So first is address, and we also need to provide the controller if you know how to use React hook form. So controller, it should be controller, and we can use render, and render just method, and here we can use return, and here we use form item, and we can extract field. Here we can use form label, and here our address, and also if you can use form control, and this form control takes one input, and so input we need to also install the input, and just go here and just need to search input and just copy. We can install input, and also we need select. So let's also install select. So select. And here is the input, and we can give the placeholder search by address, and here we can spread out all the fields. Nice. And let's see, and here we can see use client. We know the here we need to use clients, so because server side we can't use the on switch. So now here you can see this is our form, and let's give some style of the form before. So let's write inside of our form this form, and here we're going to our class name. So p6 w full and take grid and SMA grid call to LG grid call 4 and gap 6 item in and busy background and rounded. Now we can see this is looking great, and here we need 4 fields, so just copy this one, and here we can see this is the select. So just go select and just copy this select just, and we can change. So just copy here, sorry, just copy here, and also we need all important statements, just copy, and we can import something like that for now. And here is, now we can see the theme. So we don't need theme, we need category. So here we can give placeholder categories, and here is the 3 categories, so we can write house and apartment and office. And now we can see house, apartments, and have a label. So we can also use exactly same way. Here we are using just type in form item and form label, and just paste here, and okay, this should be here, and just here we can give category. Nice category and field. So here we can use on value change, so field dot on change and value, so field dot value. Great. And we also need to another, just copy one, and here we can see pricing. So let's create one method that generates some random price. So I'm going to write top of this component function is generate price values, and this function just return array. So let or price. So this is array, and for let I equal to 0, or you can use 1, and I how many prices we need, so plus 6, and I plus, and I am going to price dot post, and here I am going to do into hundreds, so just return difference of hundreds, and here is price. So let's call here prices and generate prices values, and it gives array of number, and here we can use this one. So just here, this is content, I will select this one, we don't need this one, and here we can go, and here just write prices dot my price, and just paste this and become light value price, and also price, and here should be key price, and here we can see number is not assignable to string, value should be a string, so we can give the to a string, or we can write like template literals, and here we need to give min dot price, and here we can see our min price, and let's give here min price, and also we need max price, and here we can see this select is not working. So we have to here give the min price. Now it's working, and it's exactly same copy again, and just we can give here max price, and we can say max price, and also here I'm going to use like price and min and max. So max price, and we can remove this class name from here and here, so don't need this ones, and now you can see max price, min price, and we can select, and we also need one button. So here we need button, so button, and from UI, and we can give the search, and let's give the class names, and here we can see we need to stretch out full width, so we know this is the grid, so we can use call a start, and inside we can give 1, and nothing happening. Okay, so we can call and 1, and it's nothing, so just use minus -1, and now we can see this is the tricks grid have some tricks, and now when you click this form is submit, and you can see here, so let's see the value of this after submit the value. So how to use, and something here we need to use, so let's keep on submit and submit, and we can use form dot handle submit. Here we have to pass callback. Let's create here one function, and form submit handler, and this receive data, and we can use for now any, and just log the our data, and we can pass this there. And now our form is happy, and when click here, here we can see this is the form. So let's set some type address. Typing is not working, and here select address, and now it's working fine. So let's go why it's not working. So here you can see this is the address. Here should be category, not address, and now category is not assignable to address. And what we are doing wrong here, and we don't need default values for now. And now you can see it's working, and this is the giving the React form error because undefined. Whenever our value is undefined, is showing the some uncontrolled inputs. So we can resolve something like default values and give here our address. Address should be empty array, and because of this we are getting errors here because we are not using type. We can also create the type. So here we can create type. So type and form values, and it should be address string and categories string max price string and min price string, and just go here and we can use it. So and this form value should be here. We can use something like that for now, and let's refresh this page, and it's working nice, and we can't get any errors, and it's like you can select 200 and now price is 200. Now our form is also completed, and it's also looking exactly the same. Little bit sizes issues doesn't matter because this is the because of scroll, and let's make this one italic. So go again, navigation, where is our component navigations, and here we can make the font semi bold and font italic, and let's give bold. Nice. And now let's create these sections, our story. So let's create here one more component, our story.txs export function, our story return the I just for now, and we can use inside of page and just render here. So our story, and why using this fragment, because we know that we can't return multiple children at the same time, so we have to use type inside of fragment. And now let's go here, and here we can see this is our white space. So go here and just create some, again using containers. So our container should be in middle, and keep margin 20 and pp 32 and margin padding 20 to top. You can use margin as well, but I like to use padding always. So 20 32 and grid and lg grid call to and get it. And now here you can see why I'm using grid, and here you can see two layout columns and in a smaller device in one layout column. So because of grid is make more easier than our just using here. And let's delete this one, and also let's hide our so we can get more spaces. And here we can take one div, and that div have to container, and also I'm going to take one other div just for helper and one image tag, and this is the next image. And here I'm going to use source exactly source going to use just take helper, and we can remove this from here and just give some alt. You can give alt picture of room just, and we can give with 400 height 400. And here I am going to class name object cover, and this is, and also I'm going to take another image, and this is image 2, and here I'm giving the class name. Let's see what happened. Here is one image and second image there, and let's overlap this one so we can make the relative of that image. So just I am going to give the class name relative, and always hide fit होनी चाहिए, fit and with fit which red just for testing. So here we can see it's not showing because it's only for that image. So let's remove, and here we can give, you can use the flex and otherwise not. Let's just style absolute top 1 by 2, so half of this screen, and left 1 by 2, and border and now here you can see I'm giving the border for object cover and hidden enlarge the screen block just, and we can using already. Let's remove this one from here. Now you can see, and here you can see, and this is the toolbar. So let's give the size to 50. Nice, it's looking great. And now time to create this one. So here we can take another div outside of this div, and this div has one paragraph and our story, and second paragraph just this one, and third paragraph we can take this one, and another button or read more, and now go this one, and let's give the some style. So text primary and text primary, so by default our every rel is text primary, so we don't need this one, and just we can add font semi bold mb1, and inside of our efficiency text 3xl mb2, and here we can use class name text muted foreground on also mb4. So now it's look like this one, and I think it's looking great. And also, yeah, great. So now our feature section, this is also complete, and this is the next one. We need to build feature section. So let's create this one. So here we can create one features .txs export function features. Okay, and we can give the title this one. So now here is the exactly same container. So container, and it will go over meeting pp20, and now here I'm going to take s3, and here we can paste this one feature sections, and also take these descriptions, and let's give some style. So text for excel and text center mb2 or in bottom 2, and also class name exactly same text center and text muted. And now we can see this is not showing, we need to use here. So feature, and this is our component, and now this is our feature, and this is not looking quite good. There is a spacing a little bit, but I don't like it. Let's improve what's padding. So here you can give 3 and 60. Nice, yeah, looking nice. So let's create this card, and so I'm going to here is our features, and here I am going to create another. So just using for that you can create in another folder, and let's create one file for property .tsx export function property card, and it's return and div. Okay, and card, and let's then add some dummy data. So I have dummy data, so I'm not going to write, so just waste of time. So this is the array of object, and here you can see name or price, rating, and these all things. And let's here I'm going to map. So here I'm going to map properties dot map and property, and just we can use property card, and I'm going to throw everything of properties, and here we can see this is the our object look like. So here we need to define the props, and I am going to use interface and props, and here we can write one thing we can write, and you can also extend the this one. So just this one. So whenever we change, let's give the export. And how can we use that? So let's here I'm going to, so here is our properties, and all properties we need to extend, and here is the type of properties list, and bc let's give type, and no need to extend because we don't have any extra properties. So here type of properties, and now we can have we can see this is showing array of index, but we can, when we access the zero properties, and now it's working fine. And here we can use properties card props. So now it's working fine. Or here we can use every properties. So here we can see. So here we can see, and let's name path, weights, id, image, price, rating, and square feet, all these props. And so first I'm going to use here link, and here we should href, and you can redirect where you want to, and just for this. And here I'm going to use one div, and here give some class name, border, and rounded md, overflow, hidden, whatever I will write. And here I am going to use div, and inside of div I will take image, and we know the source, we can use image, and we can use the alt as a, let's take the name, and we can give the size 400 and height 420, and give class name full, and transition we can use transform, and let's group our scale 105, and now here we can see this is our all the links. So why is not working? Here we can see, and we need to return this one, and here also we need to key property dot id. Sorry, this is not working. This is getting some errors, hide reference error, server contains, and getting hide reference maybe because of this links. Let's remove further now, and we can add later. Nice, we can see it's working, and all the images is loaded now. Let's style our parent first, and we can here we can give here grid, and in SA we can create call to, and in LG create call 3, and gap 6 and empty 20. Now here we can see this is our look like images, and here you can see this is not working proper, and for that we can go here, and here we can use aspect ratio, expect, and here we can use video. Why? You can also write 16:9 and this is the video, and we can also use like this 16:10 and overflow hidden if has. Now we can see our ratio will be maintained by their height and width. Nice, is looking superb cool. And let's create one div here, and divs have one paragraph, and that is name, and here we class name, here class name text lg font semibold. Nice, and let's give some basics paddings, and let's give some margin, so 6, do notes space y. Nice, and here I'm going to create one div, and this div contain one paragraph, and here we know what we are going to use, square feet, and also one more and more, 3, we need 3, and this all going to be in another one day. And why we need this one? Let's remove this, just we can use paragraph directly. I can. Nice, 3, and every paragraph have some, we can say, icon. Here we can see a square and bits and what. So let's take a square, and here we can give some class name, width 4, height 4, and exactly same, just we need to, here we can write bed, and here we can write bath, and here should be bed, and here baths, and now it's looking great. And let's give some style. So how we can do it? We can again use grid, and grid call 3 item center. Nice, and one more thing, we can give divider x, and now we can see here is the one divider, but item should be in center. So how can we do that? This is the easy, and we can also give border y and border by 50, so we can see as a light border, and in every paragraph, so we can select all paragraph, and we can give the class name exactly same how you can create the another component, flex item center gap 2 and justify content center. You can also create reusable style, and for now SQ50 square feet widths and buttons, and now it's look great as you can see, and here. And now we have to last one, that is pricing and rating. So here we need to go another here div, and in this div we have two items, first one and paragraph price and second paragraph. So just use the price and class name text noted foreground. This is not for here. And here I'm just giving the one semicolon, and I'm going to take another div, and that div have a paragraph already, and text muted foreground, and here create just class name flex, justify content between. And now here we can, let's give the rating, and let's create here div, and this div has a flex because all stars in line, and so get this to item will be simple. And here we can use the how we can create the star as per the limit. So here I am going to use some array and give the constructor 5. So it's create length of 5, and you can map it dot map, and before the map just you can fill value of 0 or null, anything do you want. And now we can map a map, we can write a star, and here we know first argument doesn't it, and that is our index. And here we can return the keys index, and here we can use star icon, and we can directly use here color, and here we can use orange, and here we have a fill properties, and index was less than rating, so we use orange, otherwise transparent, otherwise use transparent, and size you can give the 16, just use, and you can also give the class name. This work both for fun, but orange is not working. Maybe I did give some wrong experience. Yeah, now it's looking great. And now at least we have to create footer. So now let's create another component called footer.tsx, export function footer return footer, and footer, and just go in layout, and we can use here, so it will be everywhere if you create nested base, and it's also work there. So now here you can see our footer. So just go here and footer, and here I'm going to give some basic pt 20 busy salad 800, and text white, and we have another day, just have a container flex call, and sm flex So justify continuous space between and gap 6. And here I am going to use this one and paragraph, and we can write paragraph is state. Another paragraph is this simple text. So now we have a text and give the class name text lg fonts semi-bold, and as well as here max with lg, so text select 300 m21, and another d for right side just create and give the same lg and form semi-bold contacts, and here we can take the address tag, and you can use a text, otherwise you can't. Map pin icon and keep the class inline block and with 5 height 5 empty 0.5, and here give address, this address. You can use any address, just dummy address. So look, and here we need to break the line. So let's give the class name text select, sorry, text select 300 IMT1. So, and one more thing, we have to write copyright here. P tag class name text center pt20 and pb4 text select 400, and just we can write this one. And oh my god, this will be here. Nice. And now we have completed our design, and I hope you learned something new. We will meet you next one. Bye.